and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble with your readings for November the 18th through November the 25th. I can't believe we're nearly at the end of the year. First of all, I want to apologize for the intro being so long last month. I promise this is going to be short and sweet. Welcome if you haven't been here before, and I really hope you enjoy these readings and you stick around. And if you are returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate your loyalty and support. And guys, this is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, click on this link and you can find out more information. And another way to support me is on Patreon, and you can click on this link and find out more about that. And listen, that's it. Let's go straight to your readings. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your reading for November the 19th through November the 25th. And I have changed the format again. I am going to, instead of separately doing the astrology reading, because I think people wanted to skip it, I'm going to include it into the tarot reading. So I shall actually shuffle on camera. And I have your chart right here. So we have a full moon in Gemini this week. And the moon falls in your first house, in your house. And okay, full moons are when the moon and the sun are opposite each other, right? So the moon is in your house of identity, which makes me feel that you are going to be quite affected by this moon in a personal way. So your moods could change. Now, this full moon is in your sign, Gemini. So you're really going to feel the benefits of the moon, of being your psychic ability and gut. Listen, trust your gut feeling, Gemini. Don't ignore your gut feeling this week. It's going to guide you really accurately. Now, it's going to be all about relationships for you this week. The sun is in your house of relationships, marriages and partnerships, and you've got Mercury retrograde, and Mercury is your ruling planet. Now, let me see, because I'm doing the cards while we speak. Mercury is your ruling planet. It's the planet of thought and communication and, you know, local travel. But Mercury, with it being retrograde, is... Oh, there you go. Oh, we got a lot of cards falling out for you. Okay. Mercury retrograde could have you up in your head a lot. Well, you're an air sign anyway, so you can be up in your head a lot, but you can be obsessively thinking about something, and this might have something to do with your relationship. There could be some miscommunication there, Gemini. And look, full moons are completions of things. It is possible that, and it doesn't necessarily have to be your romantic relationship. Some relationship could come to a culmination with, you know, next week or the week, this coming week and the week after. It's possible that one of your relationships is going to, one or more, is going to come to an end. Either you're over it or they're over it. But that doesn't mean that you don't have romance, because you have Neptune. You have Venus in your home of, in your house of family, children, and romance. Now, if you have children, this could be a wonderful time for you. And you know, Venus is in Libra, which is its, its home sign. It's very comfortable there. It's very light. It's love for everyone. It's that kind of, feeling very light and loving towards everyone. And I really think that if you're a writer, that this is a wonderful time to write and to create. This is where you can channel your mental energy into writing, doing something creative. It's not writing, it could be visual arts, whatever it is. Turn your attention to something creative, because it's really going to get you through the week. But what's really beautiful as well is that the Sun and Jupiter is conjunct in your house of relationships again. Now, this can go either way. If you are giving out love and you are focusing on your partner and how wonderful your partner is, this could really bring it to a wonderful crescendo. And it's going to look. Jupiter is the planet of abundance, bigger, more, better. It's expansion, right? And the sun is shining brightly. It hasn't been in this position. The sun hasn't been conjunct Jupiter for 12 years. So this is really exciting time. It can be an exciting time. It's also, the shadow side of Jupiter is overindulgence. So, look, you are in this energy, you love new things, you love to be free, you love to be out there meeting new people with new connections. And that's very possible for you this week. But that might be detrimental to your relationship. There may be some jealousy there because you don't understand it, because you're just out there having a great time. But I would suggest, and that's great to go out there, and it's a really great time to make new connections and to be in that abundance and expansion and, all that wonderful, shiny, great stuff, feeling great, but you really kind of need some kind of grounding. So it is great to channel that nervous energy, because it's going to be electrifying, right? To channel that into something creative that I think will really work for you. So now I want to clarify this card for Gemini. What wonderful blessings, messages and information, helpful information. Okay. And what about this? Let's clarify. Clarify. You have so many cards this week. It's because I shuffle till they fall out. Oh, there it is. Wow. Okay. And we're going to clarify this one card, please, to clarify. And I don't know if I really need clarify. Oh, there you go. Oh, there's too many fell down. One card to clarify. Okay. Okay, Gemini. Oh, there you go. Come along. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so the first card out for you, Gemini, is the Chariot. The Chariot indicates that you have been on a very arduous journey. It's been very difficult. You've had a lot of dodging here, moving there. It's been a really difficult journey, and you've come to the end of it. It's like the completion of this journey, which is the full moon. Full moons are completions, right? So this is fast energy. Now, this particular, some decks of cards have the horses moving, and some of them have sphinxes that are just still, but you can see they're opposing energies. So there's a forceful energy going on here. And when the Chariot comes up, it is saying, don't stand still, keep the momentum going. Yes, you've come to the completion of this journey, but there's more to come. And this is a triumphant ending to this journey. So whatever is ending in your life, Gemini, it's for the better. And things are going to improve because of that. Now, you have two cards clarifying the Chariot. You have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands just reminds me of you, gregarious and charming and out there, and the hostess, the great mother, the great father. You can be a great parent, you can be a really good business person, you have the career and the family life, you've got it all, right? But this is also saying that this is fire, darling. So this is like it's when the Queen comes in, she's balanced. But if you attack or go for her, or go for her children or someone that she loves, she is no joke, and she'll come for you. So when the Queen comes in, I'm getting temper your emotions. So if somebody pushes your buttons, don't explode. And somebody may push your buttons because you have the Seven of Swords, which means that there's something nefarious going on. And it could be you. It could be you having an affair, or someone else having an affair. And that's what I'm getting, that somebody's not quite being honest in this relationship. And you probably know about it. You probably have this inclination, and it, don't explode. Don't look, if this comes to an end, this relationship, it's okay. Things are going to be okay. But don't react, and don't respond out of anger. Don't respond emotionally, or don't react emotionally. And the next card out for you, I have to breathe because I've got so much spirit in me, and it's hard sometimes to talk when that's happening. Okay, so the next card out is the Star, and the Star is a healing. It's a deep healing, physically and emotionally. And this is interesting. Okay, so look, the Star, if you're feeling lost at the moment, and you may be, the star comes in and it sheds light where there was once darkness. You see the full moon. This full moon, there's going to be some light shed. You're going to see your path. You're going to see the truth. You're going to know what needs to end. You're going to know what you need to leave behind. This is intense. Oof. So this is a very deep healing. You have the opportunity to have a deep healing, Gemini, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And you have two cards. You have the Nine of Wands. And this is saying that you're kind of tired of fighting. This is saying, look, you don't need to win this. You don't need to win this war, and you may not win this battle, but you could win the war, right? The Nine of Wands is one of those cards where you're in a place where you just want to give up. You just want to give up. And this is saying, it's almost like you've come to the completion of this, right? This was the journey you've come to the completion of. And you just want to sit back and just give up, right? But you need to kind of retreat a bit, lick your wounds, heal your wounds, and then you get back up and you start all over again. Sometimes life is like that, right? This is a time for you to retreat and heal. The Stars here is going to heal you. And then you have the King of Wands, right? So you've got the King and the Queen here. Royalty, relationships, this is. You have to be guided spiritually at this time. Look, the King of Wands is, he gets bored easily, right? He wants to be in action. He wants fun. He wants people to entertain him. He wants to be entertained. And he's a really good leader when he's guided by spirituality, by God, when he puts God first. You're being asked to put your faith and your trust in spirit, in God, whatever you call your belief system, you need to put your trust and faith in God, because God's going to take you to a much better place than you can ever imagine. So this sometimes is about letting go. And there's something you need to let go of. I'm getting that very, very strongly for some of you. This is a general reading, don't forget, Gemini. But I think as a whole, a lot of you are going to have issues with relationships. Now, the next card you have is the Ten of Cups. So all your needs are being met. You need to not worry, Gemini. I have oh yes, look at this. So you've got the Ten of Cups. That's, you know, wishes come true. It's all your needs being met. It's happy home life. So you need to let go of something in order to have this. And you've got the gift of sight right next to it, you see? And that's what, you know, the full moon is in your sign, darling. This is the gift of sight, of the third eye. Do you see the third eye there? And you have, look, all the moons in this card, all the phases of the moons, which represents your moods. So you've got a change in moods going on. And you must understand that it's kind of a celestial transit. So the next card you've got is Temperance. It's all about balancing your emotions and everything. It's like everything in moderation. That's what the Temperance card, that's the mantra of the Temperance card is everything in moderation. You've got 3 cards here. And clarifying it is the Knight of Cups. And that's the gift of love, right? This is the gift of love and the gift of sight. Trust on your intuition. Don't ignore it. You know what's going on. You know what's going on in your life, and painful though it may seem at the time, it's going to be a wonderful transition for you. So don't fight it, right? That's what you're being told. You're being told not to fight this. You're being told to back off, don't worry. Because the 9 is almost completion, right? And the 10 is completion. Look, and then new beginnings. Look at that, darling. You have this wonderful opportunity. You've got an incredible opportunity to heal, Gemini, and it all looks really amazing. Just don't fight the, you know, I always think it's like life is like a wave, right? You can be in the wave and fighting for air and coming up, or you can ride the crest of the wave. You're being asked to ride the crest of the wave. Keep your emotions in check. Don't fight what's going to happen, and trust your gut feeling, because you know what needs to go. Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, and comment. I live for comments and feedback, and I always listen to feedback, you know, if it's constructive. So anyway, I love you all, and I'll see you next week.